in the stillness of night, I get to thinking sometimes of all that we spoke. You said if love does exist, then how will I know when to let it grow? 'Cause I can't be sure. I never. You know, I'd like to make something that's quite upbeat. The last album, it wasn't totally downbeat. There was some upbeat songs on it, but I suppose overall it was maybe half and half. But I'd like to do something that's, you know, a lot more fun and kind of upbeat, positive. Listen in for the words in this song to my friends and my family. I was taught everyone deserves a second chance. But if you let them back in your life, it won't be better second time around. I'm a singer-songwriter, so I suppose I'm always going to be put into that genre regardless of what music I make. I'm a big fan of singer-songwriters. I love like Ryan Adams, Townes Van Zandt, Josh Ritter, Guy Clark. I'm getting more and more into kind of bluegrass and real American folk music. I think it's, to me, it's very pure, it's very honest, it's really worth listening to it, you know, because there's a lot there to listen to. Like it could be just one guy with an acoustic guitar and he's singing, but there's a lot to listen to, you know. It could be that he's a great guitarist, it could be the sound of his guitar, it could be the words he's singing. I know a lot of songwriters say this, but you have to be in a moment before you'll get a song together, you know. You just know, I don't know how to describe it, but you just know when it's right. You don't even need a guitar in your hand, you don't need to hear music, you just go, okay, I have to go and play now, I know something is going to come. You just get this feeling. Maybe it's after you watch something or read something or whatever and it really inspires you, or sometimes it can just be, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't sleep. It's like, alright, okay, something's going to come here, you know. While I'm still alive, I'm almost on my knees. After the fire is all burned out, all that's left. So far we've recorded 9 songs. They're nearly finished. I'm hoping to get a few more done, so we'll have some to pick, you know, so it'll give me a chance to go through different you know, playlists for songs and stuff to pick the right order, because obviously some songs won't fit together on an album, so you know, I can use them as B-sides or you know, just give them out for free on the internet or whatever.
Okay.
I suppose the big difference is that we're in a studio this time. The last time we just went to someone's house and recorded, and it was done over like 7 days. We recorded it all in 7 days and then spent a bit of time mixing it in Dublin. This time we're spending a lot more time in the studio and trying to get everything right. So there's a lot more kind of instruments going on it. That's the main difference. It's cool, yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. How's that?
I think that's we'll have a listen anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I prefer definitely playing with a band because you have kind of people with you. You don't feel as scared going on stage. You don't feel as intimidated because you're with your friends, you know, and that's the most important thing. Like if you go and play a solo gig, you're pretty much on your own. Even like, I mean, when you go and get a coffee somewhere, when you go and have a pint when you're waiting before the gig, you're on your own all the time. It can be very lonely. But when you've got a band, you're with your mates, and it's just way better fun that way. You know, when we play with the band, like, we always try and put on a kind of a good upbeat show, because when you go and see a live gig, you kind of want to, you know, dance around, maybe have a good time, and we do try and do that. Even we rearrange some of the songs that are quieter to suit the band more, you know. When we do play live, it's quite upbeat, you know. It's good kind of rock and roll show. That's what we try and put on. So if you go to one of our gigs, I think you'll be surprised. I think if you heard the album and then saw us live, you'll definitely be surprised. Mainly it's about, well, a lot of the time I write about is kind of like people that I meet in my life, like whether it be a girlfriend or just a friend or just somebody I've met that has influenced me in some way, you know. I always tend to write about things that have happened years ago for some reason. I rarely write something that's kind of current. I'll always go back maybe like a year or two ago and then write a song about that. I don't know why, it seems weird when I try and write about something that's happening to me now. By doing it that way, you're not affecting the people you're writing about more, because they probably don't know. Like if I met somebody and I wrote a song straight away about them, and it was obviously about them or whatever, and they heard it, they might feel a bit weird about it or whatever. But if you do it, you know, a few years later or whatever, then they probably will never know. Like there's a song on the album, it's called A Song That You Never Will Hear, and that's kind of what it's about really. It's about, well, that line specifically is that I'm writing this song, but you probably will never know that it's written about you, and you'll probably never even hear the song. So that's kind of, it's a good line to describe the songs I write or whatever. Yeah, I hear my morning bell and lay my hand across my bed. I feel the empty space where you used to lay your head down next to mine. I try and resurrect the past, though I know I can't go back. There's a sketch in me of your beauty, but I hope it will not last. And I fail to see. The album, A Fire Went Out, that's what it's going to be called, should hopefully be out in October. That's the planned release date, because you need time to, you know, I'm going to put out a single in May, and one hopefully in maybe July, August, and then bring the album out in October with another single. So I'm trying to get, you know, more of this kind of documentaries done, little virals, you know, music videos, that kind of thing up, so that people have, you know, an idea that it's coming out, and it builds up more kind of, you can build up a fan base easier that way, you know, than going around the country playing gigs. Just make a few videos and throw them up on the web and get people to share them on Facebook or whatever. So hopefully by October time we'll have a few videos and few songs out there, and then the album will be out in October, and we'll take over the world. Or not. That you never will hear when you left me. A fire went out 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 when you left me. Thank you.